The next important school of literary criticism is known as the neoclassical criticism. And the neoclassical period in England started in the year 1660 and it lasted up to 1700. Of course, there are different views about this period, and the significant contribution of John Dryden, who is the considered to be the leader of neoclassical period, a leading poet and critic and dramatist. We need to understand his contribution. John Dryden, who lived during the 17th century, is well known for his work, an essay of dramatic poesy related to literary criticism. Means as a critic, he is well known for an essay of dramatic poesy. Of course, he has written poetry as well. You must have studied some poetry by Dryden in your SYBA. Now, what was his main concept? He was under the influence of Aristotle's view. He thought that a drama must stick to the three unities: time, place, and action. And the language of a play must absorb proper speech, that is, diction. Further, he thought that the violent action should not be shown on stage. He thought that it would be quite improper and it is against decorum. So, violent actions such as murder, etc., should not be shown on the stage. That was his opinion. He was a very ideal thinker. And he was of the view that English drama is better than the French. For he defended Shakespearean drama, a Shakespearean tradition in drama. He was in favor of that. And Dryden thought that the rhymed verse in drama is more valuable than the blank verse. He favored, rhyming in the drama than blank verse drama. Now, for example, Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe was in the blank verse. So he favored what we call the rhymed verse. When we talk about his main area of interest in criticism, his main interest was in the appreciation of literary works by their audience. Dryden developed the study of literature in and of itself. He means when we talk about the influence of John Dryden on the field of literary criticism, we need to understand that Dryden developed the study of literature in and of itself, not with respect to morality or religion. He did not think about that. He talked about literature only. He did not talk about the moral lesson, about the religion, etc. And further, he created a natural, simple prose style, which he develops the study of literature in and on itself. We just don't understand. He created, I'm sorry for the repetition, a simple prose style which is still effectual on writing in general. He is credited to have come up with a simple prose style. And further, he brought his insights. Insight means, his own ideas to the school of criticism. From Greek to French, he studied and then he came up with his own ideas. He started using critical perspectives to understand literature. And he advocated for the establishing of objective principle criticism. Objective principle means what? One should keep oneself away. I should not come up with my subjective views. I should look at the things as a third person, just like a judge. A judge should not have personal opinions. He should observe everything from an objective point of view. And he moved his focus of criticism from to the formal features of work. Means he did not talk only about the form. He talked about the appreciation of texts by readers and critics, which we find in I. Richard's work later in the latter stage during the 19th century. So, what were the key concepts in John Dryden's work? Let's try to understand. He used the terms like decorum, politeness, clarity, order, elegance, cleverness, wit. These are some of the key concepts from Dryden's criticism. So, this is how we understand John Dryden as a neoclassical critic.